What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. You can head to the link in my description below, sign up for my newsletter, and get a free graphic novel from me for your troubles. And I will give you a nice digest every week of all the cool videos I come out with, because YouTube really is not the best with actually alerting people towards the videos. So it's a great way to make sure you stay up on all the content. Also out this week is The Clockwork Dancer #2. This is my new comic following up on my very popular Clockwork Dancer #1. It is a Victorian steampunk comic about an automaton on the run. And this one really heats up with some cool stuff. You won't want to miss this. I will have the Kindle link down in the description below. Amazon still hasn't linked the actual paperback graphic novel, but it is up there. So if you go into books and search for Clockwork Dancer #2, you can get your paperback version there also. All right. That's all the chilling for today, everybody. Do support the channel. I've got an interesting story that people are kind of not paying all that much attention to, and it's really just because probably the way she looks. #2, because it's a property that people really don't care that much about, and so it's being swept under the rug a little bit, especially with a lot of YouTube going off on Amazon's Lord of the Rings adaptation, which is forthcoming, which we don't really know a terrible amount about. But this is very interesting. So they cast this gal, Jenna Ortega, as Wednesday Addams for the Addams family. Now, this is odd because the Addams family is Addams, therefore is clearly a British family. And they are a legitimate actual family, as I recall from the lore of the show. So it's kind of odd that they then have some Hispanic girl as a daughter. It doesn't quite make sense. But they're done even trying to make sense with their castings anymore. This is what Hollywood's been doing for a long time. They've been attempting to replace white actors with any race under the sun to prove that they're woke, to prove that they're the best, to prove that they're the most diversest, that they're even more diverse than Geeks and Gamers, if you remember the Geeks and Gamers sort of pride flags that they flew. They really blew their wad on that a lot before Pride Month. Very sad. Anyway, that's what we've got going here, and it's a very, very bizarre casting. But then you look into it, and you see there's actual political motivations beyond what's going on with just that. You look at her Wikipedia, for instance, and you check here, and of course she gets some interesting, known for her fashion sense, being registered across various social medias as an active internet personality. You know what that means, and of course then they actually go further, and has been praised for her activism towards discrimination and LGBT rights. Now, there are no discrimination for LGBT, whatever it is, rights in America. And all of these companies do these stupid things for Pride Month, as we know, only in America, where they know that they'll get some golf claps from these internet celebrities, like this Miss Ortega right here, and where they're going to be safe with it. They never run these Pride Month sort of things in Saudi Arabia or China or places where they're going to actually get in trouble for it and get themselves kicked out. If they actually wanted to make a stand on something, they would actually push in the regions where there are actual, quote, problems with things. But they don't. It's all a corporate shilling, and these actresses do these things very intentionally also, just to, quote, become an active internet personality and get their golf claps also. That lands them roles. It lands them roles very much like this Wednesday Addams, even though it doesn't quite, again, make sense with her casting. And that is, unfortunately, the tragedy of where Hollywood's at these days. Well, I'm not there where I can make movies yet, but if you guys keep supporting the channel, keep supporting the comics, maybe one day it can happen, and maybe one day we can get something a little bit different than what is being thrust upon us in these Hollywood obnoxious adaptations these days. I'm sad that Tim Burton's attached to it, because he is an actual talented director, but what can you do at this point? If you're in there at this point, you've taken the ticket. You are selling your soul towards this corporate evil. And that is unfortunately our reality. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below what you think about this, and we will be back soon.